Okay, Rob, you got a story for us?
I have. I like the story. It's from The Citizen.
The Citizen?
Yep. There's no journalist listed. Right, headline. Massive pike gives Lake Four man the fright of his life near Stroud.
Massive pike?
Yeah.
Is that a euphemism?
This is the thing about this story. There's a lot of things that just don't seem to add up.
Oh, right.
And that's why I love it.
Yeah, I love stories like this.
What would you do if you came face to face with a 4-foot-long pike after tumbling into the water?
Okay. What does a pike look like?
Like this.
Holy crap.
4 foot long.
Well, I wouldn't be scared because I think it's not a shark. It's not a killer whale.
It's 4 foot.
Yeah, but it's not harmful, is it? It wouldn't hurt me.
It might have a nibble.
I'd stroke it and say, "Hey, buddy,
well, that's.
Can I ride on your back and you can take me?"
Maybe just let's stop that there. It's a question one man quickly found the answer to. Get the hell out of there, fast. Just how it's written.
But why? It's not dangerous.
I think they probably are.
Are they? I've never heard of someone being killed by a pike.
Well,
can you imagine Steven Spielberg pike?
It's going to happen, mate. It's going to happen.
Come on.
Sequel to Jules. An alarm
about pikeys, maybe.
Yeah, which is obviously a derogatory term for gypsies.
Yeah.
Is that a derogatory term for gypsies? No, I think
it's a gypsy, a derogatory term for gypsies. I don't know anymore, Rob.
Yeah. I got lost with Inuits. An alarming encounter with a very real and a very big pike left to rob a man in no doubt that a monster lurks in the lakes of the picturesque Woodchester Park. The man, who does not wish to be named.
Why? Is he the shadow?
Fell out of a tree.
He's the shadow.
Maybe. So the man who does not wish to be named fell out of a tree.
Right, that's why. What the fuck was he doing?
Exactly.
I tell you what he's doing, Rob. He was squirrel bothering again.
It's possible. Yeah. It's certainly possible. It wouldn't make sense.
Squirrel molesting.
He just went that once. He went to go try and touch that squirrel and fell out of the tree.
Yeah. He tried one squirrel too many.
Fell out of the tree into the 5 foot deep water in the lake at the foot of the valley to be met with a massive 4 foot pike.
Bloody hell.
It was the biggest thing I've ever seen, he said.
Was it?
I know my...
Hang on. He's seen a truck before, has he? Has he? Or has he ever seen a boat?
That's a good point, yeah.
Or a plane? Now, hang on. It's the biggest thing I've ever seen is a lie. So he's already been established to be, and hang on, an unreliable witness who is quite happy to use falsehood to embellish his story.
Alex, we don't know. This man might live a very sheltered life.
Rob, how long is that fish?
4 foot long.
Right. Unless he's a midget, he's longer than 4 foot. So when he says it's the biggest thing I've ever seen, when he looks in the mirror every day, he sees something bigger.
But he may have a mirror that's only waist height, so he may not see him.
Okay. In order to get to this place,
he must live in a house.
In order to get to this place where the tree is, he must have seen other people who are bigger than this pike. He lives in a house which, unless it's some extraordinarily small dwelling,
well, it's a tent.
Yeah, even the tent's bigger than that. Everything he's seen in his life is bigger than this, pretty much. This man's a liar.
Alex, this is a man who doesn't wish to be named and fell out of a tree.
Yeah, but don't say it's the biggest thing I've ever seen.
Okay.
It was this big. I'm doing that thing with my hands that people do.
He continues by saying, I know my fish, and they were much smaller, younger pike in the shallows. Which, again, sounds a bit sinister.
Much smaller, younger pike in the shallows.
The one that was under the tree, which had probably fallen into the water many years ago.
I know my pike. Did he say I know my fish?
No, he says, I know my fish.
Does he now?
The one that was under the tree, which had probably fallen into the water many years ago. Why would it fall into the water? Fish tend to live in water, they don't tend to live in trees.
So what's he talking about? Is he saying this pike was on...
I don't know.
Read that again.
The one that was under the tree,
what one
which
that
had
was
probably
under the
fallen
tree?
into the water many years ago.
What one that was under the tree?
Well, the pike he saw.
Had fallen? Does he think...
Does he say the tree had fallen into the one that was under the tree, which had probably fallen into the water many years ago?
The man's an idiot.
There's no punctuation in that sentence.
He's drunk, Rob.
When I went in from the tree, I must have disturbed it and taken it by surprise. It was quite a shock to see something that size hurtling towards me at that speed, and initially I didn't know what to do. I got out of the water so fast.
Right.
The park, run by National Trust, has 5 gravity-fed lakes.
So what the fuck is he doing climbing trees in a National Trust park? I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Well, I think we've established he's some sort of pervert. Have we established that?
I think so.
Fished by the Prairie Angling Club, for which there is a waiting list. Large carp can often be seen in the lakes. Experts say the prevalence of pike, Latin name Exorus lucius, in the 5 valleys is extensive, but the 4 foot specimen spotted in the Woodchester Park is one of the biggest.
We don't know that it was 4 foot. That's his estimation. It was a tiny fish, Rob.
Possibly. Mike Casey of the Stroud Angling Club said, they are predators. They would take other fish and ducklings, but they also predate other pike.
But they wouldn't have eaten him.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I think that's important to establish.
Yeah. He said that they might bite a human who takes them by surprise in self-defence, but be unlikely to seek someone out for an attack. There are a lot of the canals where we fish, but they predate But as they predate on themselves, predate. What does that mean? Predate. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't tend to affect fish stocks of any other species. And then a bit of spurious information. Woodchester Park belonged to the Ducie family for 300 years.
Juicy?
Ducie. D-U-C-I-E.
Right.
Before it was sold to William Lee, the man responsible for the unfinished Gothic revival mansion on the site that's been featured in TV ghost hunt programmes.
There's a good episode title in that last sentence. What was it?
The unfinished Gothic revival mansion
Featured
in on TV ghost hunt programmes. Actually, yeah, you're right, yeah.
It's bloody brilliant.
The mansion is run by trusts separate from the National Trust, which commissioned DNA testing of deer remains found nearly 3 years ago.
That is spurious information. Why? Was it some sort of murder case?
I don't know.
DNA testing?
It doesn't expand on it. So just again for you listeners, which commissioned DNA testing on deer remains found nearly 3 years ago. So not 300 years ago.
Find who killed this deer.
Also, more spurious information.
Maybe it was the pike that killed him. If the shadow
take down a deer, that's impressive.
If the shadow had been around, this never would have happened.
You're right.
That deer would never have lost its life, Rob.
Yep, you're right. 2 more things. It was believed that a big cat had taken the deer, but the test did not conclude that the big cat was responsible. Sightings of suspected big cats followed.
So this is why they were doing DNA testing, because they suspected a big cat on the loose.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that would have been a murder mystery and a half.
Unfortunately, but no firm proof emerged.
I reckon it was this guy. Yeah?
Yeah.
Come on. He tried to have sex with the deer. The deer wouldn't fact it, and he murdered it, Rob.
But there's 2 parts of the story.
I'm sorry, I think that's probably libelous, and I take it back. I've just accused him of trying to sexually molest the deer and then murdering it.
Okay, what?
Deer aside.
But I think you're right, Alex. I mean, why wouldn't you want to give your name? Because all you're doing, it doesn't say why you're in the tree, first of all. But there's 2 parts of the story. There's one about the pike, and the rest of it is about DNA on a deer to find out what killed it.
Yeah.
Are they trying to imply that...
Can you look up that story? Because it's 3 years ago. Look it up.
I will do.
DNA murder, DNA testing, big cat. We might... Rob, let's see how deep the rabbit hole goes here, because it might lead back to Mr. Anonymous.
You're right.